how are we
waiter.
supposed to get things right when everything is so crazy and out of control, and we have programmed everyone to fear prices coming down, which is like really what we all want to happen. It's something I wanted to talk to you about, TK.
Talk to me.
You know,
I'm here for
people,
you.
I've been hearing the word deflation a lot lately, and I tried to
Not
talk about it.
disinflation, deflation.
This is what you do, TK. This is what you do. I'm trying to talk about something specific, okay?
Yeah.
And then like last week, next thing you know,
Derailing
we're
you.
talking about stagflation again. Okay.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you the history. I'll tell you the history of stagflation. Okay?
Well, you're not
Back
interrupting me ever.
Okay, all right, okay, you go.
Can you what were you saying? Back in what? Because I mean, when you do interrupt me, it's generally something far more interesting than what I was about to say.
Okay, deflation. Talk to me.
Deflation, TK. People are throwing it around. And people throw it around like it's a bad, naughty, nasty word. And people act like, you better avoid this deflation thing no matter what, because deflation is way worse than even hyperinflation, right? And so I do this regularly because I don't know what I know, and I don't understand half the stuff that I know. I know what I know, and I do stuff. Okay. If that makes any sense at all to you, TK. But so when I know what deflation is, but I felt like I needed to study up a little more on what deflation it actually is and what it does and how it works. And I mean, as I'm reading it, I'm going, man, like this sounds like something that the economy kind of could use. Why is this such a bad thing? And obviously, I don't want that to happen. Okay, like get me straight. I own a bunch of real estate. I don't want it to go down. But when you read what deflation is, okay, like if you're living in a bubble for 30 years, like deflation's kind of the only way to get things back to a regular point. If you just keep regulating the inflation, like right now, like we just talked about, that starter home is like $1.3 million. Okay. When I started, a starter home was 280 something.
Starter home for somebody who's coming to who's been here in Canada for a few years, just got their PR, so now they're eligible to buy. It's still a 4-bedroom, 2-story house in North York.
Fine, but still, okay. Look, you could buy a townhouse for 1.3 million. You could buy like a condo for 1.3 million, and that's not like a crazy price these days in Toronto. This is kind of
slightly
this is below average. No, above average, a little above
average price. Yeah,
it's average price. Yeah. So, but like that, the houses aren't getting better, the properties aren't getting bigger, the prices are going up, right? And I'm thinking here, going, holy shit, like I have a nice chunk of money, okay? And it's like, it's nothing. I feel like a middle class, TK. And so all of our money has kind of disappeared. Our purchasing power, right, has completely disintegrated, where you can't get fuck all for anything.
We welcome deflation then. Bring us back our purchasing power.
Well, this is the real issue, because obviously I don't want everything to fall apart. I mean, if everything but real estate could fall apart, that would be fucking cool.
After you get your deals done, then
after these deals are done, deflation, come on, do your thing. But there's got to be a way to, I mean, deflation isn't only through the real estate market crashing, like it's through technology, right? Like if you look at how much furniture used to cost when my parents were getting married, right? And the quality of that furniture and just the cost of it. I mean, people spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on like a dining room table, right? It was like a dining room table. It was whatever, but it lasted. Now, like, if it's more than $5.99, like I don't know how many tables you're selling, right? Everybody, right? And then it breaks, and it's like, who cares? It's only $5.99. Money is weird now, but at least like technology or slave labor, right? Or there's other factors that can bring deflation into a market. It doesn't have to be like a crash of real estate prices, right? But we need this cleanse like badly, because I went out for dinner last night, and I mean, it was a good dinner. It was a wonderful restaurant, and I don't give a shit. Like, it was not worth what we paid for it. And then on top of it, the tip is like a whole other meal, right?
How dare you not provide a 20% tip?
No, but
to
how
dead
are we
waiter.
supposed to get things right when everything is so crazy and out of control, and we have programmed everyone to fear prices coming down, which is like really what we all want to happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, and why don't we spend $1 billion and make a robot factory like next week?
It's coming. It's coming. There's
Why don't
definitely
we
things that
put
are coming.
all of the unemployed people into like an acre and say, here, build this thing, and have a few people that know what they're doing to instruct them along the way, and order a bunch of robotic arms and stuff like this. Could, like, you could have this thing up in a year, and you
Yeah.
could pump out a whole bunch of stuff. How come we don't?
So the fear that you have been hearing, most likely on Twitter, about deflation, right?
Okay.
Is just, it's based on that. It's based on fear. It's based on what people believe could happen because they feel like, because of the pressure economically, that we're going to start to see deflation in assets, deflation in commodities, deflation in, overall, cost of living. Okay. But
Protect
at the end of the day, the Bank of Canada's order, their mandate, is not just to keep inflation down, but also to keep deflation away. Right. And already,
but they're bad at this.
they've definitely
Very
demonstrated.
bad.
Right now, I'm on the Bank of Canada's side as long as they keep doing what they're doing right now. Okay. So we could have October 23rd, another 50 basis points rate cut. We could have
that's
further
good.
rate cuts to protect us from deflation. They know the tool they have, and that they know the risks of what deflation can bring.
Yeah.
And so, in my opinion, I don't believe that they're going to be gun shy to be able to use that tool if it's necessary, which I don't think is necessary.
Don't think is necessary.
I don't think
based on what you saw last week. But do you think this
based
is
on
like,
all the factors that would require for us to start being in a deflationary cycle? Yes.
like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips? And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.